The other day I came across some really interesting statistics about YouTube. Apparently in 2025 there are close to 114 million YouTube channels and nearly 4 million videos are uploaded to YouTube every single day. Can you imagine that? 4 million videos being uploaded to YouTube every single day? Talk about competition if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, right? On the positive side, apparently there are currently 2.6 billion, with a B, YouTube users. And I think that 2.6 billion viewers is every day. I mean, those numbers are just crazy, aren't they? They're just astronomical. I started this channel, my personal retirement channel, a little over 4 years ago in the summer of 2021. And at that time, I wasn't aware of any other retirement channels on YouTube. I think I may have done a search and nothing really came up. But here we are, a little over 4 years later, and now it seems like every retiree is starting a YouTube channel, which I think is a great thing. I love it. But most of them are younger retirees. There are a lot of YouTube retirement channels now being created by people who are retiring early, like in their 50s. And some of those are the most popular. I think there's a lot of people who want to retire and they want to retire early. And so it's natural that they would be searching for that online. And most of those channels are very popular. So there are quite a few YouTube retirement channels where the YouTuber is in their 50s. But I think probably the majority of retirees who have YouTube channels are in their 60s. I seem to see more of those now than pretty much any other age range. I'm in my 70s. I started my channel, like I say, 4 years ago. I was 68 years old, but I'm now 71, soon to be 72, just a few weeks away. And even though so many retirees are now starting YouTube channels, very few of them are in their 70s. And it got me thinking, when I saw those statistics, I thought, well, of that 113.9 million YouTube channels, how many of those are 70-year-olds? So I looked at my list of YouTubers that I watch on a regular basis, YouTube channels that are retirees, or just seniors, maybe not retired, but I think most of them tend to be retirees, who are in their 70s. And sadly, I was only able to find 8. Plus mine, which would be 9. So I only know of 9 YouTube channels created by YouTubers in their 70s. Now there might be more that I'm not aware of, and I'm only including the 8 channels where the YouTuber has said they're in their 70s. Either in their description, their YouTube channel description, or they've made a video about being in their 70s. So I know for sure they're in their 70s. There might be others that I watch or others out there that I'm not aware of that are in their 70s and they just haven't mentioned it or made a video about it. So I'm only including the ones where the YouTuber is in their 70s. So I'm going to share with you the 8 YouTube channels that I know of where the YouTuber is 70 years old or in their 70s. I only know of 8, plus mine, which is 9. There's one other that I'm going to also mention. He just turned 80 years old a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to go ahead and include his because he has one of the longest running retirement YouTube channels. He started in his 60s. He's been on YouTube for 14 years now, so for a decade, his entire 70s, he had a retirement YouTube channel, and I think his was actually the first one that I found when I first started doing my channel. So he'll get an honorable mention at the end because he's not 70 any longer, but the majority of his videos are from when he was in his 70s. And I know of, I think, 2 other YouTubers who have popular channels who are in their 80s. I don't know of any YouTubers in their 90s, and I only know of those 2 in their 80s. Well, I guess this other one, he's now in his 80s, so that would be 3 YouTubers in their 80s, and 9 of us in our 70s. There have to be more. So after you see my list, please leave a comment at the end letting me know if you know of others who are in their 70s. So I'm going to share the channels that I watch, that I like, and I'm going to share them alphabetically. So the first channel is Affordable Desert Living. That's the name of his channel. His name is Don. He started posting videos about 4 years ago. He has 154 videos currently. His channel is all about living off-grid in southeast Arizona. And I've always really found his channel very, very fascinating. I just love the idea of anyone living off-grid, but especially seniors and retirees. In another life, I probably would have done that myself. All right, number 2 is Andrew Taylor. Now, Andrew lives in Malaysia. He's an expat. I believe he still owns a condo in Florida that he rents out, but he's been living in Malaysia for years now, and he started his channel about 5 years ago, and he has 32.5 thousand subscribers and 191 videos. And he talks about his life living in Malaysia. I'm not interested in living overseas, so it doesn't really apply to me directly, but I do find some of his videos interesting, and he posted a couple about being 70. One was called What I Worry About at 70 Years Old, retired in Malaysia, and then another one, Living Alone at 70 in Malaysia. So those, I think, were two of his viral videos. But there are a lot of retirees and seniors planning to move overseas, and so I'm sure they find his channel very, very helpful as one of the very affordable places overseas where you can live as a retiree. Number 3 is Elder Gal. She started her channel around 3 years ago. She has 33.9 thousand subscribers and 336 videos. Her name is Allison, and one of her videos was titled The Hard Truth of Turning 70. That's the only reason I know that she's in her 70s, because she doesn't mention it on her description or anything. Her channel tends to be about trying not to be homeless. As a single woman living with very little means, she just recently moved to the Midwest where she was able to find an affordable apartment for seniors with limited income. It's been a real struggle, and she finally has a really nice place, and I'm glad things are working out for her. Number 4 is Lindy's Awesome Van Adventure. In her description, she says she's 78 years old. She's a female veteran living in a van, and if you watch her videos, they're all about van life, and she loves living in a van. In fact, she's had opportunities where people have offered her rooms and homes to live in, and she just doesn't feel comfortable living in a traditional home. She feels more comfortable living in her van, so she has a very interesting channel. And she has 54.6 thousand subscribers and 1,000 videos, and she's been posting for about 4 years now. Number 5 is a brand new channel, just started I think a month or so ago. It's called Mike in Retirement. Mike has posted 10 videos and has 20 subscribers. So definitely go check out Mike's channel, give him some support. He makes very, very good videos. Those 10 videos are all excellent. And he recently posted a video titled Why I Started a YouTube Channel at 70. He definitely deserves to have more than 20 subscribers. So hopefully some of you will also find his channel as interesting as I find it, and will subscribe and follow him as well. Number 6 is Mornings with Granny. She's been posting for about 6 years now, and her channel is all about being frugal and saving money. She has 40.6 thousand subscribers and 715 videos. And she rarely ever mentions being in her 70s, and there's nothing in her description about being 70, but she did post a video about a year ago titled 70 Years Old, What Have I Learned? Number 7, the name of this channel is My Simple Cottage Life. This was another one that I discovered very early on. The creator of the channel, the YouTuber, is Mary, an awesome woman, very sweet. I can't remember exactly how old she is, but she's talked about it a few times in various videos where she'll just mention, her birthday or something. And I believe her last birthday, she was either 75 or 76. So she's in her mid-70s. She has 10.8 thousand subscribers and 906 videos. She lives in East Texas. She's been posting for about 5 years now. She has a really cute little home with lots and lots of cats, beautiful garden, a nice patio, and she just basically shares her life as a woman in her mid-70s living in East Texas, having a very simple retirement life. And so just a really, really nice, wonderful woman. Number 8 is another very new channel. Robert has only been posting for less than a year now and already has a very, very successful channel. The channel is called Robert's Active Retirement. He's posted 104 videos in the last 10 months, and he has 25,000 subscribers. A number of his videos have gone viral. I think the one titled The Harsh Realities of Turning 77, I think has 700 or almost 800,000 views. And I think he even said in one of his videos that the majority of his subscribers came from that one video. And I think he's had a couple of viral videos. So his videos tend to be about lists, and he'll share videos about the 10 best things having to do with retirement, the 5 regrets about being retired, the 7 things about this, the 4 things about that. He does share a lot of his personal life. Him and his wife, they've been married for, I believe, over 50 years now. They live in a 55 plus, beautiful 55 plus community. He's very, very active. And here he is in his late 70s, and he's probably more active than most of us in our early 70s. Now, there's one more. This is actually, I'll consider this number 9, because the majority of his 9,000 plus videos over the last 14 years were posted when he was in his 70s. His entire 70s, he posted videos. And like I said earlier, he just turned 80 about, just a few weeks ago. So he's still right on the border. So I'm going to go ahead and include him as number 9, and I'll include my channel as number 10. So that'll give us an even 10 retirement channels where all of us are in our 70s, or were until just a few weeks ago. So his channel is Rusty78609, and his channel is all about RV living, camping, off-grid living, very, very popular topics when it comes to not just seniors and retirees, but everyone. That's just always a very, very popular niche on YouTube. So these are the 10 YouTube channels that I know about where the YouTuber is in their 70s, or in Rusty's case, was 70 until just a couple of days ago, until just a few weeks ago. These are the only ones that I'm aware of where I know for sure they're in their 70s, and their channel has something to do with being in their 70s or being retired. I do know of one other channel. It's a travel channel, and the person just left me a comment the other day saying that he was 70 years old or in his 70s, and that surprised me because he's never mentioned it in their channel. It's a travel channel. It's called Take Time to Travel. It's a very good channel, but it's not really a retirement channel. If you like travel channels, it's an excellent channel, but it's not really about retirement or about being in your 70s, so that's why I didn't mention that channel. Those are the only channels I know where the YouTubers are in their 70s. I mean, isn't that sad? Out of almost 114 million channels, I can only find 8 besides mine where the YouTuber is in their 70s. Now, I would have included Norm and Tina's channel. This is our retirement. Norm had just turned 70 years old, but sadly, as I posted a video about a couple of weeks ago, he died just, I think, a few days after his 70th birthday. So unfortunately, he was never able to share videos as a 70-year-old. He didn't make it. And Tina, I believe she said in the video when she shared that he had died, she said that he had just turned 70, and I think she was still either 68 or 69. She's in her late 60s. But it's a good example of just how many popular channels, retirement channels there are, where the YouTubers are in their 60s. But even though there are quite a few in their 60s, I'm guessing it's probably not more than a dozen. So we're not really looking at a lot of retirement YouTubers here. I bet there probably aren't even 25 total. Out of that nearly 114 million channels, there's only about maybe 25 or so. I hope I'm wrong, and that some of you will be able to let me know in the comments of other retirement channels that I'm just not aware of, where the YouTuber is in their 70s. I think being a retiree in your 70s is very different than being a retiree in your 60s or your 50s, or even your 80s or 90s. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, everybody, and I hope to see you all in the next video.